Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week one of the NFL preseason. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's the first carry for the pick product, James Conner. And this will be a Cardinals first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. We see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That thrown short, caught by Ryman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Plan. It's Murray. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Once again, it's Pacheco.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And With that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On third down, Murray. Open man, right side. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 18 on the game again. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many...
And he'll take this one in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're first and 10, up at the 42. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Big Dalvin Tomlinson getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. On third down, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A pickup of 12 yards, and the Chiefs have a first down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that. all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And the Cardinals will take over at their own 15.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Throwing now, Murray on first down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be second down. Now Connor. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
19, go.
We're set. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
19, go.
On second down, it's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Look at the big man go. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big gain for Arizona. 54 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Trey Benson, touchdown Cardinals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Play action now with Minshew. Will find his receiver. That's Jalen Royals. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell. And they'll That'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
We're going to go play action now with Minshew. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
He'll try and throw with Minshew. That's the rookie out of Michigan, Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and he kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down. I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Fake the give, and now it's Minshew. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Brissett. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up to second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Hey, check. You're 19. Go.
On third down, they go with Benson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Glendale's after this. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Returnable for Remigio. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Moore going in motion. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Sky Moore, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. On the return, it's Dort. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
43-yard line.
Rabbit. You're 19. Go.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. Not going to lose yardage, not gaining any either. It's third down.
To third and 11.
You're 19. Okay. Go.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
In punt formation for the Cardinals.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
To kick off for Arizona.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Trying the left side, here's Mitchell. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, Minshew. That is intercepted. Picked off by Max Milton. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Like when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Darius Robinson in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting about 6, but he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. It is 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Brissett gonna throw. Will set up the screen to DeMercado. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. On the move left.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Cardinals lining up for punt as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And he'll work this out to the 23. That's Zaven Collins on the stop.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Back is Minshew. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is critical, especially for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. But I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with a big pick.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
19, go.
Again, it's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the handoff, this is Benson.
On the tackle.
So, on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
46-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. First and 10 now from the 36. Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Mitchell. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run, and here's Benson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they need 7. Now, it's Brissett. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that